long-awaited keynote address from a very decorated and awarded officer of Indian Army, the Chief of Army Staff, General V.K. Singh, sir.
The Vice Chancellor, Professor Tareen, Professor Vijay Kapoor, Professor Ramdas, Professor Sambandhan, my senior colleagues from the Army, distinguished invitees, the heads of departments and deans of the university, members of the faculty, the students of the Pondicherry University, the members of media, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed a privilege to be here amongst you, and I feel honored for being invited to deliver this keynote address. I must congratulate the university for very quickly taking on this seminar, which is very topical, very interesting, and very, very relevant. That is India's strategic role in South Asia, challenges and opportunities in the 21st century. I think it's like Professor Kapoor said, it's time that we started looking at South Asia in something more contemporary manner, in something more academic manner, and finding what we can do as a country which can bring South Asia together. Before I say anything on the issues of the seminar as such, let me also give you my impression of what I saw in my brief visit in the morning. I think my message to the students is that you all are very, very lucky to be in a university which has got so many facilities. And it is growing. I think what is coming up and the building blocks that we saw is only going to add value to this university and value to whatever any student will come here and do. And to that extent, my congratulations to the Vice Chancellor and all the members of the faculty for the interest they have taken to ensure that this university comes up to the vision that he has of a world-class university. I have no doubts in it. It will be world-class. Let me now talk a little bit about few of the issues which may come up in this seminar. I'm quite sure these will get debated in great detail. I just want to highlight few things so that we have the seminar in which these issues get much more attention. It's very important to understand what South Asia is and why it is so in terms of perceptions. We have South Asia, which is bounded in the north by the Pamir North, the Himalayas. In the south, we have the Bay of Bengal, the Indian Ocean, the Arabian Sea. It has a distinct terrain insularity, and therefore, it is this which lends it a strategic perception of insularity. It is lent it a perception of localism and regionalism because it is separated from all other parts. Historically, South Asia has been an eternal crucible of human civilization. It has been accommodating, it has been absorbing various dissimilarities which came in, and it has been evolving cultures, theories and concepts as various people came into this part of the world. And therefore, we find that South Asia serves as a bridge between the Middle East, the Central Asian republics, the Southeast Asia, and down below the Indian Ocean region. Now that is very important for us to know in terms of why South Asia has certain perceptions, because these are the factors which affect these perceptions. It is also home to a very large population, almost 2 billion worth. It is ethnically, culturally, linguistically very, very diverse. And interestingly, most of the countries in South Asia have one common neighbor, that is India. They don't share it with any other country except India. And therefore, it makes a difference whether we call it elder brother or younger brother or equal brothers, because it is a reality that has to be seen in the relationships that evolve over a period of time. What has also happened is that in the recent years, Asia has become a powerhouse of growth. Initially, we had the South Asian region, which was powerhouse, but over a period of time, South Asia, especially India, we also have the other Asian countries in terms of China and Vietnam, which contribute to this growth story of entire Asian region. And this resurgence has its effect on this very popular area which has got large markets for this type of economy that is coming up. Therefore, it affects the way the growth will take place. It affects the way people will have divergence of opinion as the growth takes place, because each growth also invites certain amount of divergence between the two countries because of competing economic interests. This region also has got deeply entrenched ethnic hostility. We have great amount of communal violence and numerous inter- and intra-state conflicts which have been there for quite some time. And therefore, in a milieu of economic growth, developing countries, large population, large number of differences, internal instabilities in the various countries of this region, they have an effect on not only threatening the economic stability that we want, but it also has an effect on how in overall security and developmental terms we want to see South Asia. Now these have a significant effect on how South Asia will evolve itself in the relationships that it cultivates amongst the various nations, so that it can see a better quality of growth and better friendship towards a more sustainable growth of South Asia as an entity. Now let's see some of the strategic challenges and opportunities that abide in this region. Firstly, I'll start by saying that where security is concerned, this is one of the areas which has got most security challenges that are present in any other, as compared to any other part of the world. We have relationships which are defined at times by a lot of animosity and mistrust among the nations of the South Asia region. And there are large number of historically existing inter- and intra-state conflicts in this region. And therefore, there is a problem of working together towards a common aim in this region. You have a problem of the type of political choices each country has made. You have the problem of the type of economic model each country has chosen, and these lead to the challenges in ensuring that we understand or come to some sort of a common concern for this entire region. And therefore, if this region has to see growth, if this region has to ensure that it finds a better place for itself in the world order, then there is a requirement of collective approach of all the countries of South Asia to ensure regional security and economic development.